It is shaping up to be a huge day tomorrow in Arlington, Texas. The National Medal of Honor Museum will open its doors just in time for the National Medal of Honor Day. And in honor of the museum's opening, we are joined now by Chris Cassidy, the CEO of the Medal of Honor Museum and a Medal of Honor recipient himself, Clint Romeshay. Fellas, thank you so much for being here with us today. We certainly appreciate your time and your service to our country.
Appreciate that. Thanks for having us.
It is our pleasure. Now, I want to kick things off right now. Chris, we're going to start with you. First off, tell us about the Medal of Honor Museum and what it means for our heroes and their stories to live on in a permanent home like that.
Yeah, you know, the medal itself is our nation's highest award for valor. Very prestigious recognition, and that we think befittingly the building design is prestigious and will soon be sort of the visual beacon for what the medal stands for, I think. And as you approach the museum, you note that the whole thing is suspended by 5 giant mega columns, and the symbology there is each pillar represents a branch of service supporting the weight of the building, and that symbolizes how our military supports our nation and the freedoms that we have. Inside the museum, you can learn about the stories of the 3,528 Medal of Honor recipients. Of course, you can't take that all in one visit, so we've got about 300 of those told on day one, and we'll have a rotational way of telling all those stories in time, one of which is Clint's.
Well, that is remarkable, especially the architecture, to be able to coincide with the meaning, and too, that has to be very powerful. And Clint, I'm over to you, sir. First off, a big thank you from behalf of every American. Thank you for your service. You were a U.S. Army as a staff sergeant. Clint, I'd like to ask you what it means to you, especially being one of the few living Medal of Honor recipients. Has to really get you in the feels, make you feel good.
You know, it's amazing to see what's came together here over the last 3 years of the construction process, finally coming into the light at the end of the tunnel, and to open these doors and have everyday Americans be able to kind of come through and see the stories and be part of the experience, to understand service to country doesn't come from just wearing a uniform. It comes with being productive and giving back, and to highlight those stories, to get more people to understand where that service and sacrifice truly came from. You know, our freedom isn't passed through our bloodlines. It's not in our DNA that's just handed down to the next generation. It's something that they've got to have a little skin in the game. And this really highlights all those recipients, you know, that went above and beyond. And it's just ordinary Americans being put in extraordinary different situations and rising to the occasion, not doing it alone, and knowing you're always going to have someone watching your back.
Fantastic, and the very few times rising to the level of being a hero. And Clint, that is certainly something that you are, sir. And Chris, back to you. For the people watching here in Shreveport, Bossier, and in the Arklatex, where can they possibly go to get some more information about this? I know some people are going to watch this and immediately want to check it out. An easy drive for us over there, but certainly a very meaningful as one. Want to get people to head your way. Where can they do that to get the info? Is it free? Do they need tickets ahead of time before they head west?
Absolutely. mohmuseum.org is our website. You can do everything there. Buy your ticket, become a member, learn a little bit more about the stories or the project as a whole. And by the way, we're right next to a live district, which I had the privilege of attending in Bossier City, the grand opening of Live Louisiana.
Yeah.
And so come on over, a quick drive. We'd love to have you here. Buy your ticket ahead of time and come visit. Can't wait for Louisianans to join us.
And we certainly will. One thing about the Arklatex, we love our veterans, we support our military, and it's because of guys like you, both of you, that are getting the word out and everything that's being done to honor our veterans. Fellas, really want to say on behalf of KTBS 3 News and all of our viewers, just a big thanks to both of you. We wish you the best on this grand opening too. I know it's really going to have a positive impact. And Clint, thank you again for your service to our country.
Very welcome. Thank you.
All righty. Thank you both, guys. Remember that too, when you make your trips, on your spring and summer trips, don't forget about the National Medal of Honor Museum. Wow. Feel the power all the way here.